Hey guys, good morning, good happy Tuesday. I just woke up. I'm still in bed, but I'm gonna make my video. Okay, so the topic this week is about the family that is choosing to raise their child genderless. And my response is probably gonna be like a little weird considering that I am transgendered. Um, but my opinion's no. My opinion is that it's not a good thing. Um, Let me explain. Not every child that grows up is going to like defy gender roles or have a problem with their like gender identity, or their given sex rather. I know a lot of people that are cisgendered and love being cisgendered. Um, so I think that in the early years of a child's life, they're not really gonna understand why they're different. And that could be preparing them for something that's not even gonna happen. And think about how mean kids were to you, or if you looked the slightest bit different, or just did anything different. Really, kids are ferocious, and you don't even realize it until like you're older. Um, which is why I grew up the way that I did. I mean, I was so terrified to look different because the school that I went to, looking different was not okay. Um, and it's just, I think that's one more thing to, I don't know, just separate a person unnecessarily sometimes. Um, Separate a person from society. I do think, however, that you should let your child choose. Maybe like raise them as their assigned gender, um, their assigned sex, when they're growing up. If they're born into a male's body, I wouldn't smother them with blue stuff and cars and like man things. No, I wouldn't do that, but at the same time I wouldn't like not tell them that they're a boy and what that means. What I would do is when my child was like old enough to start picking things, I'd probably just like hold up a dress and then hold up like pants or something and be like, honey, which one do you want to wear? Or go take them to the toy section and which toy do you want? I think that's always a better option because children need some sort of structure, and the family's just not giving the child any sort of structure, and I think they're just gonna grow up really, really confused because dealing with your gender and not knowing which one you are is probably one of the most confusing things that I've ever had to go through. Also, it doesn't really matter. Like, of course, parents have the most impact on their children, but at the same time, they are gonna get it from everywhere. Every single thing and everywhere is gender. When you're little, you said boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. And like where would you put that child? And they would just feel totally confused and unhappy. But like they're gonna learn about gender no matter how you present it to them or don't present it to them. So I would cut to the chase because I would rather them learn it from me than somebody else. But I would just make sure my child knew that there are a set of rules and expectations that society lays out for gender, and I don't agree with any of them. I think if a boy wants to play with dolls or do something like that, that's perfectly fine, and it doesn't make him any less of a man. I don't know why men have to be these huge, manly, and watch football and eat wings and blah 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 and all that stuff. I mean, if boys want to do ballet or do something like that, doesn't make them any less of a man, and I hate that society makes it that way. Alright, so the question is about LGBTQ news and media. This is a lot different. When I was at school, I was involved with a lot of like gay organizations or, um, like gender blur and stuff like that. So I always knew what was going on. Like I was always very well informed about what was going on. And though I do think it is important, I have this thing where I hate watching the news and I hate reading the paper. I always have since I was like really little. I just won't do it. It just depresses me. Because they tend to focus in the news about the bad things, about people that got murdered, about people that got kidnapped, or car accidents, or natural disasters, and stuff like that. And I don't need that negativity in my life, and it's probably really important, and I know that it is. But most of the time, if like something big happens with gender or sexuality, I hear about it. Like I just heard about the New York thing getting approved, gay marriage, but still has to be approved by the Senate. But like I'll hear about it if it's important, but no, I will not go out of my way to find it. There have been a lot of hate crimes against trans women in Baltimore. Literally at the like McDonald's by my school was where the trans woman got beat. And although it's nice to know about that stuff, all it does is make me terrified um to like go into McDonald's or any fast food restaurant for that matter and use the bathroom. Lily says bye. I hope you guys have a great week.